Jai Hind everyone, welcome to the Patriotic IAS, and we are going to start our The Hindu newspaper analysis. The major topic that we are going to take is these are the topic that we are going to take. The first is from the first page that talk about the India-France defense. So there is a lot of inputs we have that we can use whenever we have to discuss the India-France relations. After that, we have also seen that the International Court of Justice that has come with the provisional measure that Israel must take the measure to prevent the genocidal act. So this is just the news. We have covered a lot of about this, so we will not go into the detail. There is other news that the president horse drawn buggy that is associated with the Republic Day. We saw that after 40 years that we have used the horse drawn buggy to for the president. Okay, so yesterday you should watch that video, and after that we will take this deal with the France. Again, this and this are related. So what are the final deal where we have access of the 100% technology that we will study, again India-France relation. After that we have seen that there has been the death of the 6 workers into the rat hole coal mine. So we will see that what is the rat hole coal mine and why this caused the danger. After that we will study that from the science and technology, this slim mission of the Japan that has got some of the assistance from our Chandrayaan mission. So this is achievement for us. We will see under the science and technology GS paper 3. And there has been a notification with the clarity that Aadhaar, even the Aadhaar card now you will print will have the guideline that this is not accepted. This Aadhaar will be not accepted as the citizens or the birth certificate of the personality. There is mention that even the foreigners can get the Aadhaar. And in the last, we will try to major area that we will try to cover is this justice in India. So it is in the case of this Bilkis Bano case that we have seen that the aim and the goal of the justice is not achieved due to the our jail system and other such associated thing. So we will study all these things. This is all about today's sessions. Let's start the first topic, India France, that is from the first page. So yes, this is from the first page. The India and France defense ties take a leap. So what are the major leap that we have taken? The first thing is that we have dealt with the roadmap, and this is the defense industrial roadmap. And this roadmap will provide the code design and the code development in the military hardware. Military hardware. And it's further pave the way for the space cooperation. Okay, so this space cooperation, and now it will bring the priority of India-France co-development in the defense area with the US defense production plan. So already we are dealing with the US on the same ground. So the same aim is that we will bring the technology, we will bring the core development. We can not only import but produce, and also do not only produce but to export to the those nations. So here it has mentioned that this is mainly planning. This is the main plan here, that we will try to sell it out to the others who have the need for the similar product. So this is the main reason that we are pushing for this industrial defense sector. Okay. Besides that, we have seen that president accompanied by the 40 officials that include the Minister of the Defense, Minister of Foreign Affairs, as well as the culture, so that a holistic deal and agreement can be achieved. So we have seen that there are a lot of signing of the memorandum of understanding coordinating on the satellite launch as well. So you should remember that we have done two major area, the deal in the two major area, that is the defense and space. Beside that, we have also the agreement in the area of the energy, digital health, agriculture and education. The technology that we can receive, like in the agriculture, we can receive the precise technology for the precise agriculture. In the energy, we can dealing with the this Jaitapur, that is in the Maharashtra, that is the support that is getting support from the France. But still there is the some of the tussle with this nuclear energy deal because of the liability clause. So you should remember that. What is the main cause for this tussle? Liability clause. That is the main thing that is creating the hurdle for us. So you should remember this. So uh, whenever you have to write that what are the hurdle that we are facing with that, it is the what is this? It is the civil liability clause. Civil liability clause. You should remember that they both have we have stuck into the nuclear energy production of nuclear energy. So this is the main reason. That's why we are not able to achieve this. Okay. Further, you can study this both country didn't announce any progress into the big ticket government deals such as the fighter jets, engines and submarine. Why? Because still the deal is going on. For example, the 26 Rafale fighter jet that we want to buy, there is the issue with respect to the cost negotiation. That's why it will take the time, but yes, we're trying to achieve a common ground where both France and India can feel that yes, this is the reasonable, this is the justiciable price. One most important thing is that we have reached the finalized this joint venture for the local manufacture of the civilian helicopter, and it is between the Tata and the Airbus. So that we have achieved. You should remember. Next important thing you should remember is that there has been the concern raised by the French president that the way we are dealing with the journalist of the France. Recently, we saw that we have served the notice to one of the journalists that either you leave the country or we will deport. And this has been this notice have been opposed by the 30 of these foreign journalist correspondent, and they have raised the issue that yes, in India we are facing the issue with the visa restriction whenever we speak anything against the government. So this is the case whenever you are going to write anything. So there has been government accused and they are not working as per the national interest. These writings that is being published by these journalists is against the Indian interest. This is the reason. The one more thing you should know this is the sixth time that the French president has been the chief guest of the Indian Republic Day event. So this is the maximum time number of the time that a foreign country has been uh, asked for to be chief guest of the Republic Day. This is the verdict that Israel must take the measure to prevent genocide act into the Gaza. The second thing of the verdict of this International Court of Justice is that this Israel to take immediate measure to provide the humanitarian assistance and other basic needs of the people. So because we have seen that in the Gaza, the people are suffering from the basic needs of water, basic amenities, and even the other services. So that's why it is very important. And we know that the South Africa approached the International Court of Justice against Israel that it is the whatever Israel is doing in the Gaza is the genocide. Okay, and as per that, this is breaching the UN Genocide Convention. UN Genocide Convention. Please remember this UN Genocide Convention. Okay. So you should remember this. Beside that, you should all this is repeating again and again that Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu he said that this charge is not only false but it is outrageous and decent people will reject this. You can understand what is mean by the decent people for the Prime Minister of Israel that you if you are going to oppose the peace order then you are the decent, and even it is talking that we are not doing any crime or the genocide, we are just self-defensing, but in the self-defense there has been the death of the 16,000 26,000 civilians and most of them are the children and the women. This is the issue. Okay, this is all the other allegation you should remember. Next important news that we will take with respect to this historical fact that Buggy has been used after the 40 years. and it was started. Okay, so in the store days, this is the scene from the store day, Republic Day celebration. This is the processing that was done, and after the 40 years, this buggy and this model has been used. It was a colonial era open house drawn buggy, and it was started in 1773 when I think the Governor General of Bengal, that was also known as the Governor General of India, was the Warren Hastings. And if Warren Hastings names comes, you should know about the Ijaradari system. So Warren Hastings, and he is associated with the Ijaradari system. Okay. After Ijaradari system, we introduce the permanent settlement system. You will study that, and that permanent settlement system was under the Cornwallis. Again, this is associated with the deal that is going on between Japan, France and India. Here it has mentioned that we are going to approaching for the fifth generation fighter jet, and already we had this project for indigenous project, but we do not able to achieve to make our own engine. Already we have achieved this self dependency on the most of the area, but the engine is where we are not able to do. That's why we have made this agreement with the Safran, that is the company, and from the Indian side it is the DRDO, and DRDO's branch, this aeronautical development agency, gas turbine research establishment. This will provide the this and this in the co development. They will provide this engine, and this will be 100% transfer of the technology. Beside that, it is also provide the other associated technology, like the in case of the metallurgical aspect or the design phase. So all this will be transferred. There is no issue with that. We should also understand this deal with the General Electric, and there is the deal that is for the manufacturing license, that we want to get the license. Already this F41 engine is used into the this light combat aircraft. So we want again it to be developed with the more powerful engine under the two-phase MK1 and MK2. In MK1 we will continue use the F1414, but further we want to develop a more powerful engine under this deal. So this is all about in the this. So you can use this points to write what are the achievement we are going to get in the defense self-sufficiency. So this could be the part of internal security as well as the international relations. So two areas that cover internal security because we are going to achieve the self-sufficiency in the defense. So this is the part of internal security, and international relation because we are going to deal with the France and the different development that has been it shows our closeness, our approach towards each other. Next important news is with respect to the death of workers into the rat hole coal mine. Rat hole coal mine was so much in the news. There was the some of the workers, those who were stranded, trapped into the tunnel, Silkara tunnel that was in the Uttarakhand, and we saw that these rat hole workers, they expedite the process of rescue operation. But this rat hole coal mining is not good for the safety aspect because we have seen the death. What is the rat hole? Rat hole means they will try to make a hole into the coal mines and coal pits wherever they find that the seam bead, coal seam bead is there. Okay, so here it has defined that what they make a hole of the 3 to 5 feet, and after that they have to crawl inside, and after that they will squat and they will extract the coal and after with the pixels. Okay, so let me show you that what is the rat hole coal mine. If you will see the pictures, you will have the more clarity. Okay, so this is the a view of the rat hole coal mine. This hole is made and horizontally they enter. They try to crawl and they try to squat, and they try to extract the coal, and by the rope there is the outside a person who will pull towards outside, and again he will send by the other rope. This is the process that goes on. So there is the chances that many times whenever there is the rainfall, there is the blockage of this, and by that there is the case of the death, as well as if you will see by the clothes, this is the condition, this is the way they go, they enter, and this is the basket, under that they send they transport this outside, the coal to the outside. Okay, so main issue is with respect to the its safety standard. Okay, there is lot of casualty by this method. That's why what is the solution for this? The solution is that we need to use the scientific method. Actually, this other method of this coal mining is the open open pit. So this is the open casting or the open pit. This is the name. This is the way open pit is are done. This is the a ladder type of the step is made, and yes, there is the way, there is the extraction of the coal, and there is the transportation. So this is also not good for the environment. So by any way we have to minimize. There is the two type of the rat hole mining. In one, what we approach, in one case we do in the square box, and in the other case we do by the side cutting. Okay, so this is the side cutting type, and other is the square box. This is the square box cutting. Okay, so this is the way to do that. This open pit mining, this is, so this is the side cutting, this is the side cutting, and this is the box cutting. This is the type the square, and this is like the triangle. This is on the side of the hill and the mountain or the mine. This is done in the where there is the slope. So this is the way, and this is the way. Okay, this is the many holes, many, like the this tentacle of the octopus. You have seen there will be the many tentacles. So this is the holes. Lot of holes will be there. Here it has seen. This will be entry point will be done from the many. Let me show you. Yes, there will be a lot of entry point, and even the inside there are the lot of ways they have made. This is the way they do. So what is the way forward? We need to do it in the scientific manner. More and more technology needed, but those it is not economically viable if we will use the high in the technology. This is the case. That's why we are going through that. Next news that we are going to take is this Chandrayaan that helped the moon lander mission of the Japan. That Japan has provided this information that they received the map of the moon's surface by our Chandrayaan 2 here, Chandrayaan 2 mission. So this has helped them, and the name of this mission of the Japan is the smart lander for investigating moon. Okay, and where they have landed their lander, it is the Seolu crater. So please remember that Seolu crater is associated with the moon surface. One more thing you should remember is this moon sniper. This mission is known as the moon sniper because the range was very much precise. It was around the 5 to 6 meter. Okay, so within even less than 10 meter. So that's why it is known as the moon sniper, because whenever in the movies you must have seen, if they have to if a someone have to kill a person, so from the very large distance on the buildings they aims and they target. Okay, so this is the thing. There should be a precise target that you have to uh, you have to be very precise with respect to the those person whom you are targeting. This is the all about. Next important news that is relevant for us is this with respect to the justice system in India, and it was mentioned in the context of Bilkis Bano case. So what this writer want to tell that the this Wilkes Bono case has seen that the reformation we are want to achieve. What is the main purpose of imprisonment or the giving punishment? To reform the person who have done the crime. So he must have the regret after sometimes spending into the jail. But we have not seen this in the case of the Bilkis Bano. They were not in the. They didn't consider themselves as the culprit, but they were treating themselves as the heroes when they were released. There was a lot of scene, and they were joining lot of activities with the. For one example, they joined the one of the procession held by the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. So they saw that, and they were so much happy. So this shows that they were not remorseful of what they have done, and their their action was so much heinous that they killed very brutally the families of Bilkis Bano as well as she was pregnant. They raped her, even they killed her infant, a child of her. So this is showing that this our system is not that much perfect that bring the reformation into the culprit. So it had mentioned the Greek philosopher. What is the philosophy behind the punishment? It is to be the inflicted not for the sake of the vengeance but for the sake of the prevention and reformation. Prevention is such activity is not taking place again, and reform is the person feel that yes it has done some wrongdoing. Okay. So lawgivers as far as he can out to imitate the doctor. So he has compared this punishment with the doctors, the way the doctors give some pills for the medication, same way, same punishment is given to cure the mental disease or mental deviation. So Platon notion of the punishment has not been achieved. Here again it has mentioned that this is the main purpose is the reformation. Okay, so building a ecosystem, what we need? We need to build a ecosystem that genuinely address the root cause of the criminal's behavior. And this is done by the counseling and giving a better living condition of the criminals. Also, they should be provided with the educational and other awareness things. So this is the thing. Beside that, there is the mention of the carceral feminism in India. And here, what is the carceral feminism? It is associated with the patriarchal behavior and the association of the state with this patriarchal behavior. The state as both the potential ally of the patriarchy and depriver of the liberty. Here the state is not that much egalitarian. So India is facing such thing, and India is grappling with such carceral feminism. Because whenever you see such rape cases, in the rape cases, the treatment of the victim is so hard and so cruel that it shows that all the responsibility of this rape and other wrongdoings are put onto these victims. Like the question they are being asked that why were you out so late, why were you alone, means it is your fault that is resulted into the that criminal activity. And whenever these women have to face lot of hurdles, it start with the police when they go for the FIR registration. We saw same in the Bilkis Bano case. They were not, police was not ready to write the FIR. After that, you have to face the medical officers where the treatment is not good. Then judiciary, that is also not taking the things in the sensitive manner. So what we need a victim-centered approach to deal with all these things. Okay, and we need to provide the safeguard and prioritizing the dignity and safety of the survivors. In the case of Bilkis Bano, we saw that after release of these culprits made the Bilkis Bano more vulnerable. So this is the thing. This is all about you can write, you can use this whenever you have to write a good essay because this is very a lot of philosophical input has been provided. You can remember this Plato philosophy that what is the purpose of this. Other news are not relevant. This editorial is totally political news because it is showing that how the JDU leader, the Chief Minister of Bihar, Nitish Kumar, is now about to shift and approaching towards the BJP, and now the India bloc is not able to show its united front. So this is all about. The second news is again with respect to the Russia, Ukraine, and NATO. Now we 2 day back we saw that there was the one of the plane of Russia, it was shot by even we don't know they have allies Ukraine for this, but the Ukraine is not accepting. This is all about. Further, it is showing the situation. You should remember this Baltic coast that shares with the border with the Russia. Next important news is with respect to the this what we are going to recruit those for the Israel. So here it has shown that despite the vulnerability, a lot of youth are ready to go there, and this is because Israel need the youth and the workers because many of these Palestinians who are involved in the work in the factories and activities of the Israel. They are now involved in the war and also they have displaced. And near about we have seen that 27, 28,000 have been killed in this war. That's why need the outsider. Yes, one more thing that has provided in this article is the per capita income of India is 70,000 per year. Okay, if 70,000 in the salary and now the people is getting 1,34,000, they are ready to risk their life. So this is the issue. With this, you should remember this. There has been the protest by the activists who want to resolve this issue of vulnerability of those who are going in the war zone. Next important news, this is with respect to the shrimp farming into the Andhra Pradesh. So you should remember this district of Krishna, East Godavari and West Godavari, where they are situated. Let me show you into the map so that you could have the clarity. Okay, so this is the area. This is the area that is associated with East because this is the Godavari and this is East and West, and this whole area is known for its the shrimp cultivation, and they also export it to the US and Europe. Raj Raja Mahendravarman, you must have been remember this Pallava king. So he was around the 7th century, 7 to 8th century. So this is you should remember in your mind. Other important thing about this is that this Coastal Aquaculture Authority Act 2005, so it bring that there is the designated aquaculture zones where this shrimping and this activity should be done, otherwise this create the threat to the environment. So this ensure that this agriculture and wetlands all are within these zones, they are not frequently anywhere because they create the threat to the other livelihood and species into the this aquatic areas. Okay, so this is ensured, this official ensured that agriculture or the salt pans or the area of mangrove wetland forest village are not used for this aquaculture. So this is all about. Next important news that we will take. Okay, this Koleru Lake, you should remember this. This is again in the Andhra, and this is the part of Ramsar Convention. Ramsar Convention. So Koleru this is just between the Narmada and Krishna River. Okay, so this is Godavari, no, Godavari and Krishna. So I think, okay, let it minimize and let me show you where is this. Yes, this is the Koledu Lake. Okay, so Koledu Lake is here, and this is between the, this is Krishna and this Godavari. Krishna is not visible. Let me enlarge it. This is Krishna River. Okay, it is Krishna. So you should remember this. Next important news that we will take that is relevant for us is with respect to this Tuvalu. This is the island nation and it's recognized the Taiwan, and there is election is going on. So you should see this into the map. Where is the Tuvalu? Tuvalu. Yes, this is the Tuvalu. This is east of the Australia and New Zealand. So this is between the Hawaii island of the US and Australia and New Zealand. So this is located here. This is a very small island. This Gaza Khan Yunis is in the news. So please remember this because UPSC can ask this Khan Yunis is associated with which area. So it is the in the Gaza Strip. This is also in the news. This area is associated with the Catalonia, and there has been the drought condition. So there has been the this dry ground. This is in the South Reservoir, Villanova de Sau, and it is 100 kilometers north of the Barcelona. So whenever you watch the football Premier Leagues, this Barcelona is very famous, and Catalonia, this is demanding for a separate sovereign region for itself. That's why it always remain in the news. Let's see in the map where this Catalonia is this. Okay, this is the Spain. This is the border area with the France. This is here. And they always demand for the separate sovereignty. So here this is located. So you should remember this reservoir. The name of reservoir is the Sau Reservoir in Villanova. Okay, so the last thing you should remember is this Airbus and the Tata, they have brought this assembly line for the H-125 civilian aircraft. So H-125 civilian aircraft, that is important, you should remember. It is a single engine helicopter. Okay, so this is all about that. We have covered most of the area. Now we have done completed, we have completed most of the relevant area that is relevant for the UPSC. Here we will conclude our session. Thank you for joining the session. All the best again. Jai Hind.